Take two. Sorry if anyone was just on. Just trying to get set up, and for some reason, everything failed when I hit go live. So, hopefully you guys can see me and hear me now. Getting the chat set up on my iPad so that I can see what is going on and so I can see the chat. All right, now I can see. So, I'm back live. I haven't been live for quite some time. Sorry about that. Life's been pretty crazy, but mostly good crazy, so I'm very thankful for that. I thought I would do a big piece of paper today and just make a mess and see what happens. Find that's the most fun for me. And it's supposed to be fun, right? Otherwise, what's the point? All right, so this is fluorescent red. Love a good pop. And of course I didn't bring a whole lot of water, but whatever. All right, so as people do come on, please let me know that you're here. And let me know where you're watching from. From work, from school, from London, wherever you want to disclose. This is some Celadon green. Oh, hey, Studio on the Bluff, how are you? Okay, for those of you who have not seen me do this before, I'm not going for a masterpiece here. I'm going for a whole bunch of random, well, not random, just fun, playful marks here that I will then cut up and make something interesting. From your yard in Washington. Awesome. Are you on your phone, your iPad, or do you have a little home office set up out there? And I have people in my life that spell their name the same way that you do, but I have one that's a Jeannie and one that's a Jean. So let me know which one you are so that I pronounce your name correctly. Please. A little bit of fuzz in here. Oh, chicken's awesome. I bet you have delicious eggs. This is just a black china. Oh no, this is charcoal. I don't want charcoal. Whew. Good thing I checked. This is a black china marker. And I'm actually just going to close my eyes to do this because I find that otherwise I restrict myself in weird ways. Since I just want lines, doesn't really matter what I do. Hi, Ellen. Thanks for watching from the Netherlands. That's exciting. Well, exciting for me. Not sure how it is for you. I'm guessing you're there often. very out of practice with these, so should be entertaining. At least entertaining for me. All right, I'm gonna go with some white. This may not be the best idea since I'm live, and this might take a little longer to dry, but apparently this is what the paintbrush wants to do, so I'm just gonna listen to it. Yesterday, my daughter ended up getting stitches. She fell at school and cut her cheek, which was unfortunate. So she's got 5 new stitches in her cheek. So I feel like today I'm just like a zombie because I used up all my adrenaline yesterday with her. She was very upset. She's 7. So today I got started very, very slowly. And then of course I had to have a couple cupcakes because my son turned 5 this weekend, and so we have extra cake lying around. So I was just laying on the couch, feeling just very lazy, which was nice for a while. But I have an hour left until my kids come home, and I thought, I bet I can get on a quick live and see what happens, because I haven't been on here for so long. Oh, thanks, Helen. She's okay. She's a trooper, but it was a pretty good fall. She looks like a prize fighter today. She's got a pretty good black eye. It's never good when the school nurse says, your daughter's definitely gonna need stitches. I was like, oh no. Okay, now I think black is the way to go. So my question to myself is, do I do the soft body black that's in here, or I'm gonna do this. So this is my high flow black from Golden. And it's brand new. Has it even been opened? No. It's impossible. Oh, I did it. Okay. Almost did it. Okay. So I'm going to cheat. Since my white is not dry, I guess I'm just going to put some black down and then, whoops, move it around. And I guess I'll use a brush. Since it's so smooth and liquidy, it should work decently well to go where I want it to. While I'm spreading this out, and it's a little bit, well, I don't know if it's boring to watch, but it feels like it's a bit of a less exciting part of art making. I want to tell you guys that my workshop for this summer, for June, is going to be, the registration's closing this week. So if you are interested at all, please check out the website at JackieSchomburg.com/workshops with an S at the end. And see if it's something you're interested in. It's a 5-week workshop, and everyone who's taken it has loved it and found a lot of kind of relief from anxiety and things like that. It's just a nice time to slow down and get a little self-care for yourself. The benefits are similar to the benefits from meditation. And I opened my online store this week, you guys, which is part of the reason I haven't been live for a very long time. Every time I thought I was very close to opening it, I would realize that I had about 12 more steps that I didn't realize. So that was a bit silly. And probably I didn't have to take all those steps, but I did. Hi, Maritza. How are you? My daughter just got an American Girl doll this year named Maritza. I think that's her name. So your name's very popular in our house already. All right. Putting some gray in here, just using the white with my dirty brush. Not sure I love that decision, but I can always cover it up. And I really like how these pops of the fluorescent orange show through, even in these little subtle areas over here. I'm not sure why my brush is making that sound. Sounds like I have jingle bells on it. All right, I'm going to add some more black on this because the gray is, well, it is what it is. Not quite my favorite. Maritza, where are you right now? Are you in the US? Are you somewhere else? In Chicago, we had the most perfect day on Saturday. We have about 3 perfect days a year. Usually one of them is a surprise in March. But for my son's birthday, we had some friends over. He had some friends over. And we all just hung out in the backyard, and it was like 70 degrees, sunny, but you know, not windy. Everything was just perfect. Not too hot, not too cold. Perfect day for being outside. All right, I'm getting bored of putting this black on. So I think it's almost time for me to cut this up, and then we'll see what we've got. Maybe I'll do a few more lines. Hi, SWL. How are you? I was telling everyone I haven't been on here for so long. I thought I'd make a live appearance. It's good to see your name pop up. All right, a little bit more black, and then I'm for real done with the black. Just don't want this to have such soft color. Reno, Nevada. I've never been to Reno. I've been to Vegas a couple times, but never Reno. Is the weather nice there? I know that sometimes it can get pretty cold in Vegas, but I assume that you've got to be in some sort of transition, I hope, between winter and summer. The desert weather is very foreign to me. since I've always lived in Chicago. We always have a lake. So I think Midwesterners, when we think of the desert, we think of, you know, endless heat. But I know the nights can get really cold. Okay. Let's see, I've successfully painted this to my paper. All right, I'm gonna cut this up and hope to not smear all of the paint that's still wet. Ruler. All right, I believe this is 24. Yes. All right, so let me go 12 in. This is not going to be very exact here. That can't be right. Hold on. Oh, duh. It's 18 posted, so it's 30. Okay, so 15. I can do math. I'm fully awake. I get these big pieces in all different sizes. It would probably be easier if I just got them in the same size all the time, because then I wouldn't have to think quite so much about my measurements. Okay, now this is 24. No, it's not. Oh, you guys. 22. Haha. Like I said, I'll cut this at the 11, not the 12. Oh, nice. That sounds nice. Sunny with an occasional cool wind from the mountains. That sounds lovely. All right, this time, obviously it's by 22. Ha ha ha. So while I'm cutting, I'm thinking about if I want to keep these. Right, so this is 11 by 15, which I could certainly frame to 11 by 14 very easily with a standard mat, so maybe I'll just keep it like this. And if I scramble these up a bit, just to get it so they're not right in the exact same positions they were in before. So now I can think about what to add. And right now, I think I'm going to add some white lines. And do I add them randomly or do I make shapes? I'm gonna go just random. Always love a good stripe. white lines. Now, these are my Neocolor crayons. So these Neocolor ones are not water soluble. So these will not change if I add water. I'm going to do some yellow ochre. Oh, thank you, the fluorescent red. Yeah, it's a great color. I'm pleased that it's showing up on camera well, because when I try to photograph it, it does not photograph as vibrant as it is. All right, so these are obviously not, they're related, but they're not identical. And that's how I want them. Okay. What to do, what to do. Hi, Linda. Oh, you're having trouble hearing me? Thank you for letting me know. Let's see if I can adjust things. Is this any better, Linda? I have a microphone up by my phone today, but I realize that when I'm making art, I'm looking down, so I will change that for next time. A little better? Okay. Try to enunciate better. I really like these. Not really sure where they're going. But I do like these. I think I might warm it up a bit here. Hi, Ken. Thanks for joining us. Welcome. This is rare. I kind of just popped on today without any notice because I haven't been live for a while. And I'm all over the map creatively right now. I've been doing a lot of behind the computer work and less, you know, pure get my hands dirty creative work, so it's fun to be back. But I also feel a little off balance and a little rusty. Hi, Linda. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like the site. I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud of the shop that I set up, which is nice because it would be terrible if I spent all that time and didn't like what I made. But I appreciate that. And I think I will switch them up in a bit, the order of these, just to get a fresh take. Hey, hey from Sweden. In my younger years, I took Swedish as a language, and it was so much fun. And I used to dream in Swedish, and now I've forgotten so much of it. But it's one of my favorite languages. Actually, it probably is my favorite language other than English, because I do understand English the best. As an American, you guys all know how that works. We're terrible with other global experiences. All right, what do I need? What color should I do next? I could use some alizarin crimson and keep going on the warm colors. Or I could go, where can I go? Could add some blue. Not sure how I feel about that. How about some turquoise? Yeah, I agree, Ken. I think I may go with the blue, but this is going to be turquoise at first, and we'll we'll see how it goes. But how do I want to add it? You know what? I'm changing that. I'm going to do turquoise paint. And I'm going to dull it down a bit. What happens if I dull it down with this? Oh, of course. I don't think I want green. Do I want green? No, I don't want green. All right, take two. I don't know if I don't think my palette's on the screen. I'm just adding a bit of white. Ooh, olive. That's a good idea. Let's add a bit of this, and then I'll see where to go next. Guys, I'm feeling so rusty. It's kind of silly. Well, it's not silly. I'm out of practice, that's all. But it's interesting how I've spent some time away, and it's notable. It's kind of like when you run. back in my 20s, I used to run for, you know, stress relief and just fun exercise. And it's amazing how quickly you get out of shape if you take, you know, a week or two off from running. All of a sudden, it feels like you're starting completely over again. And this is not that bad. I do like the turquoise added in here. Maybe this color shaper has become my mini palette. touch of this green. And some black. But not that black. Trying to get it to look a bit different than the other. There we go. Not sure I love this color, but let's go with it. Did that just mess everything up? No, I think we're still good. Forgot to put my phone on airplane mode. My fault. I knew I forgot something. Now I have a blue donut. All right, I'm gonna put the blue down before I get more blue donuts. Now, if I thought that I could mute this while I'm live, I would blow this dry, but I don't know that I can do that. But I do have a bunch of collage standing by, so let me get to that. This whole thing right now feels like it's kind of like an outer space, black void situation. So, thinking about what would go well with that. Maybe some gray, probably some black and white stripes. Maybe more black and white stripes. All right. I think first I have to get rid of the donut. Oh, not like that. All right, got some wet paint here. Still gonna do this. This is the excitement of the live experience because I might end up with a puddle of mud, or it may end up pretty cool. 50-50 chance at this point. So I want to use this and something else just to be tying these things together a bit. Even if it's just a tiny bit. Let's cover it some more donut maybe. No, I'm going to keep it here. Sorry, I think I'm mumbling. Forgot I was, that I have real human people watching me right now. What do you guys use for collaging? Anyone who does collage? Right now I'm using a thin gloss medium, but every once in a while I use some really thick gel. And I don't know that I have a strong preference. If I was only going to pick one, I might pick the thin one. But I don't know. Just because I think it's easy to put in the squeeze bottle. It dries really fast. I really like the fact that it dries quickly. But I would love to hear what you guys use and what you enjoy the most. Hi, Gwen. How is the weather in Belgium today? And where in Belgium are you? All right, I love it when things line up well. That fits kind of nicely between those two stripes. Antwerp. You're having a nice spring, almost summer. All right, right now, these giant scraps are not doing it for me. Fair enough, Gwen. Makes sense. Weather's usually nicer in the day than at night. I'll give you that. This is my thinky time when I kind of get, well, it's good and it's bad because I feel like sometimes I get lost in the editing of where I want to go with it. And I'd rather do it now than at the beginning. So at least there's that. Put this here. Because what I don't want to do is start out in the beginning really cautious and thinky. Because then it just doesn't, it does not fuel creativity to overthink things, much to my chagrin. Hello. Hi, Marjo. So nice to have you guys. Belgium representing today on the live. Love it. All right, obviously I don't need to have stripes on every one, but all right, I can already tell these are definitely not going to be done at the end of this session because I definitely need some more layers on here. But I love this. I mean, this is bold. This is pretty out there. I love that part of it. Totally loving that. Now here's some olive from a color perspective. Maybe this will go here. Or here. This is starting to look like an eye to me, which probably isn't a huge surprise, but putting this here for some reason, it makes it look, this is gonna be really weird. It looks like a chicken eye to me. I don't know. I don't even spend time looking at chickens, however. maybe it's from Jeannie in Washington because she was talking about her chickens earlier. Jeannie, I think your chickens might be my little spirit animals in this situation. At least for these layers. I've never once thought of a chicken eye when I was painting. That's why lives are fun. I don't think I would have come up with it on my own. All right, I do like that color in here. Plays nicely with these other colors. Where else do I need some olive? This whole situation needs some freshening. Well, let's see what I can pull off in the next 10 minutes. Sure I can get them at least closer to something. Get to a point, or I get to a point anyway, where I'm like, well, it looks just as good here as it would somewhere else, so let's just put it here and keep moving. I don't know. It almost looks like I have a screaming chicken face, right? Eye, screaming beak situation. I know that chickens probably don't have little circle mouths with their beaks. I'm just gonna dive in. I'm just gonna lean into this chicken situation. Okay, so this and this are at least in a really interesting place for me. So I like where those are headed. These two, I'm less sure about. I think I'm gonna need, well, I don't need it, but I think I'm gonna put some white here. I think it needs a third circle. Kind of want to rough it up a little bit. Okay. I can also go over this part. And I can go over this part. And this part. All right. Yeah, I think that the chicken is now my inspiration for this. It's a good thing I don't have feathers as one of my craft supplies. So then I'd probably be throwing some feathers here. All right. So even though it doesn't seem like I'm adding a whole lot by just going over this white, having it go through the collage and over the collage still gives me a little bit more depth, because now you can see the collage through the white instead of the collage just being on top. Same here. Well, I don't know that I'm going to get any better than my chicken inspiration on here. So for better or worse, let me go use a little crayon. See, for better or worse, I think this may be a stopping point for these for a little while. But stay tuned, you may see a second round of this, who knows. I love it. All right, this is officially the chicken session. Thanks everyone for joining me. Sorry about the sound. I'll put the microphone in a different spot next time. I hope you guys are all well. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful rest of your week. And thanks for joining me live. I was just waving at the microphone. Bye guys. Here, I'll wave here. Bye.